What's going on, YouTube? Onyx back again. We're going to talk a little bit more NFL. One of my subscribers actually asked how I felt about the Jets and the moves they've been making. And I don't follow the Jets very much, but they have been making some also pretty ridiculous moves that has gotten a lot of people's attention. And first and foremost, they brought back Darrelle Revis, which wonderful. Obviously, he's a really good cornerback. Some people think he's the best. I do not. I still think Sherman is definitely the best in my opinion, but that's just me. Darrelle is definitely number 2 in my opinion, though. It's Sherman and then Darrelle. So you get the second best corner in the NFL, or the best in some people's opinion, then you're definitely doing something good. My main issue with the Jets are doing, they have paid a lot, like a lot, just to their defensive backs. They need more than just DBs. They've had a solid defense for a while now. I mean, they lost Rex Ryan, so I don't know how much that's going to change their defense. I still think their players are going to be good. I mean, it's Cromartie and Revis. They're going to be good no matter what, in my opinion. But you sign Revis, you then sign Buster Screen, who is now probably going to be a nickel corner, who when he got signed probably thought he was going to be a starting corner, is now, I mean, technically a nickel corner is still technically kind of starting, but you're not always going to be on the field. Now he's going to be a nickel corner, because obviously Revis and Cromartie are your number 1 and number 2 corners. And They gave a lot of money to Buster Screen to be a nickel corner now. Like, he got like 25 mil or something like that for like 4 years, 25 mil, something like that. I don't remember exactly what his deal was, but they gave Buster Screen a lot of money, and he's gonna be a number 3 corner getting paid like a number 2 corner basically. And he's obviously not going to be a number 2 corner, because now they're also playing Antonio Cromartie more than Buster Screen, like 32 mil or something like that. And obviously we know we gave Darrelle Revis the crazy money, but he's Revis, so we all understand that. But they have some giant glaring issues that they need to really take care of before. I don't understand all of the defensive back signings. I think they went and signed a free safety too, like Marcus Gilchrist or something like that. I don't know. They've signed a bunch of DBs. I understand they did need DBs. The rest of their defense was really good. They just had issues with cornerbacks. Kyle Wilson and what's his name was very, I don't know. He was up and down. I can't even remember his name anymore. And the cornerback, he was really good. D. Milliner was good last year, and then he was okay. I don't know if he got hurt this year or what, but you really didn't hear much about him this year. But they did need some cornerbacks, but I don't think they needed to pay that much in cornerbacks. Like, they paid like 100 and like almost 130 mil or something like that in 3 cornerbacks, and that's not even counting what they paid for the safety. So that's, in my opinion, that's a little ridiculous. Especially seeing as your starting quarterback, the person on offense throwing the ball is Geno Smith. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think Geno Smith is horrible. A lot of people think he's just horrible. He's not going to be good. I don't think he's horrible. I don't know how good he can be. I mean, he really hasn't had much to work with, and people are really making it out like he's this bad quarterback. But I mean, when you look at it, he never really had much help. They don't really have much of a running game. He didn't have any wide receivers. That kind of changed a little bit. They brought in Brandon Marshall to go beside Eric Decker. I'm not really a big Eric Decker fan, but now that he's back to being a number 2 receiver, he'll probably be a lot better. Brandon Marshall is obviously a number 1. He is obviously still very good, and as long as he plays like Brandon Marshall, he'll probably get a lot of attention and will get Decker and Jeremy Curley open a lot more. So I don't think Geno Smith is going to be that much of an issue. But their main huge issue that I still see is running back. I am not sold on any of their running backs. Who they re-signed? Bilal Powell or something like that. Not really too high on him. I don't know if they're going to go draft a running back. I don't know what they're really going to do at running back, but that's a huge issue for them. They don't have a running back, and then they kind of have a question mark in the passing game, because I don't know if they're going to try Geno Smith, or they went and got, I don't even remember his name, Ryan Fitzpatrick. They went and got him. I don't know, is he going to start, or what are they doing? I'm not really sure. So there's like a huge question mark there in the actual passing game. I mean, yes, you got better with getting Brandon Marshall, but it didn't make your offense that great. It just made your offense better. Your defense was already good, just turned great. But your offense was bad, and now it's probably just okay, depending on how good Geno Smith can be, and depending on who you get to go with Geno. Geno needs a running back. They need some type of running game so that people can't just come out like, okay, we're just gonna focus on Geno and Brandon Marshall and not worry about you actually handing the ball off. Because right now, that's really what it looks like. You can come out, you can pay attention to Brandon Marshall, put some pressure on Geno Smith, not really have to worry about stopping any type of run game, and that's not really a good look for the Jets. But their defense is looking amazing. The other big thing with the Jets, their whole division is just getting disgusting all at once. The AFC East is starting to look like the NFC East used to look. Every team looks stupidly good right now. Yes, the Jets stepped up, but the Bills, Rex Ryan, the Bills already had a good defense. The Bills had a really good defense last year. Then you give them a really good defensive coordinator / coach. Then you give them some offense. Not really too sold on, once again, quarterback over there. I guess Matt Castle. I don't know. Not really too sold on who's going to throw the ball. But whoever is going to be the quarterback is going to have a lot of fun. Percy Harvin, Sammy Watkins, LaShawn McCoy. The Bills are going to have a pretty good all-around team. And the Dolphins are probably also going to have a pretty good all-around team, picking up Jordan Cameron. And it just seems like, yeah, the Jets are getting better, but they're still not, they haven't stepped up enough. They don't look better than either of those two teams. Their defense looks better than both of those teams. But their offense is lacking to where they don't look like they can actually keep up with those two teams, let alone the Patriots. Because the Patriots, you know, they let go of all their players all the time. And it always just looks like they're just going to be bad, and then some random whoever step up, and they always end up being good or good enough. This year, I don't know about that. There's going to be a lot of competition in that division this year. I think they might have some issues, especially after letting Revis get away and letting go of Brandon Browner. I think the Pats might have some issues, and Shane Vereen's gone. I think they might have a little bit of issues this year. But you never know with the Patriots. But yeah, I think the Jets have definitely gotten better. Their defense is amazing now. Or at least it looks amazing. But in my opinion, I still don't believe too much in their offense. At least not yet. At least until wait and see what they get at running back. But until they actually get a running back, or until Bilal Powell or whoever is going to play running back for them shows that they can actually be a good running back, I just don't believe too much in their offense. Either that or an elite quarterback. I don't know if Geno can step up to that level. I mean, he did play really good at times. And he, like I said, he didn't really have too much help in the wide receiver department. I mean, Jeremy Curley's decent. Eric Decker is not a number one receiver. And that was his number one. So, I mean, yeah, he didn't have too much help in the receiver department. He definitely has a lot more help now with just the arrival of Brandon Marshall. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how Geno does. We'll have to see who's going to be their starting running back, and after the draft or whatever, see what they do back in the backfield and see how much better they can actually get. Because I mean, if they get a running back or if they get another really good quarterback, I mean, there's not really too many other quarterbacks they can get. I really don't think they should go try do anything with Marcus Mariota because it's pointless. Honestly, they would do better with Geno Smith than Marcus Mariota in my opinion. But their best bet is probably to stick with Geno. I think that's what they should do. I think they need to get him a running back. They need somebody behind Geno. They need to get him a running back. They need to get him somebody that can actually take pressure off of not only Geno, but take pressure off of their receivers. Kind of like how the Cowboys did last year with DeMarco Murray, even though they ran the hell out of him. But kind of the same thing. Everybody knows Tony Romo is the F up. He makes mistakes. He throws interceptions. So basically the Cowboys came out and said, hey, we're just going to run the ball and we're not going to let him make mistakes. So you can do the same thing as a Jets. If you get a good enough running back, you can basically do the same thing. Hey, we're just going to run the ball, limit Geno Smith so he can't make too many mistakes, and you can have a good offense. But as of right now, they don't really have anybody to do that with. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I definitely think the Jets are a lot better. Their defense is really good right now. But we'll have to see what they do at running back, and then we'll see from there how good they can be and if they can actually beat the Patriots. But that's going to be it for this one. I'm Onyx, and I'm out of here.